Hi everyone, I'm Joe for the United Devils. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm here to have a frank discussion about our number six, Paul Pogba. Obviously, he joined us 4 years ago at the same transfer window as Ibra. I've got to say, I was amazed and delighted when that happened, and I thought that the league was going to be ours, wrapped up by probably April. It wasn't to be, we all know that. Since then, maybe some people think Pogba's been a bit hit and miss at times. I, for one, am one of his biggest fans. I absolutely love Pogba. Recently, after the restart, I've been watching the United matches in the Cleveland Hotel in Crumpsall with a few lads, and one of the lads, Henry, he cannot stand Pogba. He'll whinge and moan all the way through. So if Paul Pogba signed a new contract, he's getting a card with Pogba's picture on the front with "Thank you for your support." I like him a lot, but should I like him a lot? Does he add much to the team? In terms of statistics, does he add much to the team? We've all seen since Bruno's come in, amazing stats. He's got some goals from open play, mostly penalties. We've been criticised for that, but penalties have to be earned to be scored, and especially with scrutiny from VAR, they have to be penalties. It may surprise you to know, you may not know, that Pogba is involved in a goal incident, whether a goal or an assist, every 2 out of 3 matches, which was a surprising stat when I saw it. I've looked at his stats from this season and just tried through maths, just tried to work out how roughly he'd have got on. It's in my opinion, he probably got about 6 goals and 11 assists, which isn't amazing for a midfielder. But when we think about it, is stats all we want from a midfielder? Is that the most important thing? To me, it's not. He does a massive amount. He's not faultless. We've seen a few times that he'll kind of get overexcited in midfield and kind of keep the ball to himself, try and play his way out, and he gets caught and an attack happens for the opposition. But I think the things that he brings us, especially when playing with Bruno, and especially now as Bruno's kind of taken the mantle for the team, Pogba can just kind of let the limelight come off him a bit and do the important things. I think the thing that typifies him is if you remember the ball that he did over Rashford's head away against Tottenham in, I think it was 2018, 2019, and Rashford ran through and placed the ball in the opposite corner of the net. And I think that through ball just kind of typifies what Pogba can give to the team. I mean, let's face it, Pogba can walk into any side in the world. Walk into any side whatsoever. And people are saying now kind of, well, Van der Beek, where does he fit in? I mean, if Van der Beek when he does play, whose place will he take? Will it be Pogba? Will it be Bruno? Will it be none? Will he play as part of a 3-man midfield? I think that can work. I think that the 3 players have very different characteristics and very different abilities. I think, honestly, Pogba wasn't overly fit, and I think we saw that with Rashford as well. That they're still giving something to the team, but not as much as they previously had been doing. Because he just wasn't 100% fit, as Rashford wasn't. Now, contract-wise, a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, 10 days, Mino Raiola said that Pogba's happy in Manchester, and we're going to be talking to United about a new contract, which doesn't really surprise me. Maybe his agent was putting feelers out to Madrid or Juventus because, I mean, let's face it, before kind of Bruno arrived, things weren't looking very good. So we have such a wonderful midfielder that maybe he's thinking that maybe things could be better elsewhere, that maybe United aren't really going anywhere, that they're not doing as well as he would have expected. I have to say, Paul, you're part of it, so play your part in it to get us up there. But now we can see things happening. Bruno's come in, changed things around for us. He's kind of our major talent in midfield. And I think Paul Pogba sees the bigger picture now. I think he can see something really happening. I mean, especially as we've got Greenwood come through now, who's just doing amazingly well. Hopefully, we'll get a certain unnamed right winger, English right winger. I don't know if you know what I mean. And I think a midfield three of Van der Beek, Pogba, and Bruno can actually work. I don't think we need a defensive midfielder. Why do we have to have a defensive midfielder? In kind of years gone by, when he played a 4-4-2, I mean, I personally don't. I could be wrong. I personally don't remember the two midfield players, one playing attacking, one playing defensive. They were just in the centre, and it worked okay then. Having the three in midfield, I mean, some of them run back, and this is something that Pogba's been criticised for, and I've noticed it as well. That if we do lose the ball in attack and the other team are counter attacking, Pogba's sometimes very, very slow to get back. Bruno does. Bruno will chase them right down to the goal line, but Pogba often doesn't, and he's seen trotting around, and that's led a lot of fans to question whether he actually cares about the club. I think in many ways the days have gone now where all the players who sign for a club would die for the club. You've got some maybe like Rashford and Greenwood and Williams who would, and other players who are going to come through, but you know, it's a business now. We can't expect a millionaire to kind of come in and shed blood for the team. We can expect them to come in and try their best and do the best job that they possibly can. But I'm not sure that we can expect kind of like a Tony Adams, Roy Keane will to actually batter and succeed. Maybe there were some players who we can, but some players we shouldn't expect that of, because as massive a club as United are, maybe they're not the be-all and end-all to some players from abroad. Maybe they're not. We've seen a couple of times in this country when we've been rejected by British players. So sometimes United aren't the be-all and end-all to players that we'd want them to be. They don't have to be. They can play very, very well and do the best without having a massive love for the club. I'm not bothered. They don't have to love the club. They don't have to have their arms cut through and have Man United like a Blackpool piece of rock. They don't have to have that, as long as they've got a bit of passion, they do the best they can, and they at least care about trying to win something. That's all I want. And in some ways, I don't blame Pogba for maybe kind of flirting with Real Madrid and Juventus a bit. Don't blame him, don't want him to, obviously, and I don't like it. I don't think any fan of any team would, but I can quite understand it. As we stand now, though, things look pretty good. As I said before, I'm one of Pogba's biggest fans. I absolutely love the guy. I think his range of passing, his trickery, the way he gets out of situations, and just the kind of smooth kind of passes he puts over their defence to our attackers, just kind of excite me every time. And that, you know, what we're watching for if we're not wanting to be excited. And I think that's what Pogba brings. So it'd be interesting to know what you think. Are we happy with Pogba? Do you think we could do better elsewhere? If a bid comes in for him next year, kind of that's close to what we bought him for, would we let him go and look elsewhere? I say keep him, but it'd be interesting to see what you think. So this is Joe for the United Devils. Thanks for watching. As I said, please subscribe if you haven't already, and go Man United.